Brotherhood Creators Gaming. Today we're going to be making some more Fallout props for our Halloween this year. As you can see behind me is the finished piece of the Brotherhood of Steel. I made it from a bed sheet that I bought from Goodwill for 75 cents. Goes to prove that you can make something really cool looking with almost nothing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it and I'll show you how I made this. To start off with, you are going to flatten out your piece of fabric. That way, whenever you set your template, which is just a cardboard piece that I cut a circle out of, that is going to be the centerpiece of your emblem of your Brotherhood of Steel. And then once I get that nice and flat, I'm going to spray it with some flat black paint. And then I'm going to cover it with a bucket while I spray it with a little bit of bleach water to make it a little bit more distressed looking. The idea is to make it look like it's gone through the wasteland and a little less pristine, which if it had gone through the wasteland, it would not look like this. So we have to distress it just a little bit. And don't worry about that circle not being perfect. We are going to clean that up later. That's not a now problem, that's a later problem. And I'm pretty much dousing this fabric in the bleach. I want it to look really, really raunchy and old. I like how the end product looked, and I think you will too. For this step, I go ahead and hung it up on my clothesline where I can tatter the bottom side of it because I want to make it look like it's been flapping in the wind and has really gone through hell. So I think this helps me eyeball it and give it the look that I'm looking for. Just make sure when using scissors, I know this goes without saying, but please be careful, do not hurt yourself. For this step, I went ahead and did a rough outline on how I want things to go. With the Brotherhood of Steel, you have a sword that goes down, and I'm just using a white pen marker to kind of give me an idea of where everything goes. And then where all the white is, I am going to paint it white and then go over it in yellow. That's just to kind of help give it a little bit more of a pizzazz, or a pop, if you will. And I was going off of memory on this. I could not remember how the little spokes. Just do your best, and if it looks bad, you can go over it with the black later and fix it. And just using our super expensive Walmart apple barrel product, which is white paint, I'm going to go ahead and color in the insides, and then I will go over it with yellow later. It's okay if it looks a little rough looking, and even the little dab of paint, that's totally cool because I'm going to cut it out later to make it even more distressed looking. So don't fret, it'll be fine. Trust the process won't do you wrong. Now, when painting on fabric, I would suggest putting something underneath it. That way it doesn't soak all the way through, because whatever you have it laying on, that's going to get transferred onto and it will stick. On this one, I'm using a little bit of my foam board to kind of help me have a flat surface, plus to help protect my table from getting paint all over it. I'm messy, it's going to end up getting paint on it anyway, but the longer I can keep that from happening, the better. Using my black apple barrel, I'm going to go ahead and clean up those edges that I talked about earlier. I'm going to start with outlining the sword and then go from there. Now on the sword, I did mess up, and I realized it right before I posted the video that I forgot to put the pommel on there. So I am going to erase a couple of lines and add that towards the end of the video. You'll get to see my oopsie. But we're going to make it look right, and we're going to clean up those edges and make it look really sharp. I always like doing outlining with these cartoony looking items. I think it really gives it some pop and some definition and really brings. And like my husband said earlier, all the flags are different, so if it's just a little off, it's okay because they're not all the same. This has to be one of my absolute favorite pieces. Since I saw the Brotherhood of Steel banner, I've wanted one, so I finally got around to making one, and I absolutely adore how this turned out. Matter of fact, I already have it hanging on the wall. Once I'm finished getting the centerpiece the way that I like it, I'm going to start working on the wings on the outside and really bring this together and make it kind of have a finished look. Although I did forget the pommel, it still looks pretty cool, but I will fix that towards the end. Now this is all freehand except for the circle in the middle, but even with that I had to draw a circle to the point where I felt like it was round enough and that the dimensions were correct. I have issues when it comes with things not looking quite right. Matter of fact, on this one there's a couple pieces on this that's like one side's bigger than the other, but it is a flag, it'll be fine. I will have to get over it. Overall, I think it still looks pretty cool. Using my handy dandy scissors, I am going to go ahead and start cutting holes to distress this even further. I thought that I was finished around this time, but I was not. It's still missing the pommel, but it will be fixed, I promise, soon, very soon. Now off camera, I did sew a little pouch towards the top where my dowel rod will fit inside, where I can hang it up. If y'all would like later, I can give more of a tutorial on how to sew with a sewing machine or how to sew by hand. Just let me know in the comments, and if y'all really want to know, I will show you. It's what I do, and my real-time job is I am a seamstress. And using a paint pen, I am just going back over some detail because it was really bothering me and it needed to be fixed. Using a bit of twine, I am going to fix it to the dowel rod where I can hang it up. Now you can tie this however you would like. You can do bunny ears, you can do a slip knot, you can do a square knot, whatever fits your fancy. There's no right or wrong way when it comes to this. And here's where I fixed the bottom part. Even with that, I almost really messed up and I was kind of beating myself up a little bit. I wasn't trusting the process, which I should have been, because that's what I always tell y'all to do. But it did work out in the end and it still looks really neat. Using a paint pen, I'm going to go over those black lines to see if I can't blur them a little bit before I slather on a little bit of yellow paint. Here's what it looks like all finished. I am super stoked with how it turned out. Very happy. There you have it. Super easy, super quick. It didn't take hardly any time at all. Mostly just waiting for the paint to dry. But I really love how this turned out. And I hope y'all do too. So if you like it, please hit the like, subscribe, share the channel. It helps out a whole bunch. And I hope to see y'all on the next one. Bye.